welcome back to another episode of the Knitting Eillets podcast. I am so happy to greet you back here on my channel. I know it's been a while since I've talked to you. It was quite a busy time, that's why it took me that long, and it's also the reason why this podcast is again a little bit of a special episode. Yeah, I am sorry if you subscribed because you wanted like the regular knitting podcast content, and I'm still interested to do that, but at the moment my life is crazy and in a nice and good way, but still, and I just hardly get any knitting time, or if I can, I'm so tired that I just fall asleep on the sofa whilst knitting. Happened a lot the last few weeks. So, I do not have a finished object, but I have an almost finished object, which I am going to talk to you now in this podcast. Then I made the promised little apartment tour, skipping the kitchen because, guys, it looks like a bomb exploded in there. I could contain it in the rest of the apartment, but not in the kitchen. So yeah, I skipped that one because also the kitchen is kind of built into the apartment, so it's nothing we take with us. Switzerland, it's standard that the kitchen is with the apartment, and if you move, you don't take it with you, you just move and you take the other apartment with the new kitchen in it. And yeah, that is Swiss standard. So unlike in other countries where you always move your kitchen with you and you buy the kitchen and you take it with you wherever you go. Just a little side note. I'm a bit all over the place today. I'm really tired. It's the end of school year. It's the final day where we can enter out the grades today. It's Friday, 14th of June. And I think it will also be the last podcast episode for a little bit. I want and intend to do a little summer break. So I want to do a summer break of 4 to 5 weeks, depending a bit. At least the next 2 weeks, there will not be an episode of any kind before another month. Began this podcast a year ago, which I think I missed the anniversary of this channel, which I have no headspace for that at the moment, but I think it must be somewhere around now that I started this channel in the last year. So if you've been here for a whole year or almost a whole year, thank you very much. I'm so happy to have you here and you watching my content and liking it and commenting on it. I'm really grateful and I just love doing it. It's a hobby, it's another hobby of mine, and it's not, I don't earn any money with this or something. It's just, I want to record my knitting progress and share it with you. So yeah, I'm happy that I'm doing it, and I can't believe actually I'm doing it 1 year already. It's been a crazy year. Especially the first half of this year now, 2024, with the house we bought. We are still buying it at the moment. It takes a bit more of administrative work, but the big steps are kind of done. So we got the credit from the bank. So this is one of the reasons, besides me taking and my partner taking a bit of a larger social media internet detox, we decided we have a lot to organize and to do during the summer holidays. We have 2 weeks of holidays together. I have a bit more weeks off school, but yeah, he has 2 weeks of summer holidays, and we wanted to go to visit friends in the south of France, but we cancelled that because we have that much stuff to do, like administrative stuff. So there's a lot of phone calls and stuff involved, and it's very handy that we do not have to work, so we have the time to do that. And we will also start packing. we will start packing the cellar part. We will start packing, I think, parts of the books. I think we will start packing, or I will start packing my soap and Solve cream stuff, because it's not something I'm going to do now, so I have to move more soap bars around. So yeah, I might pack some sewing stuff already, because I cancelled my sewing class. I love going to sewing classes, but it's just, I don't see me doing that too whilst moving, getting into France, having a 6th grade class which needs a lot of grades and tests, because they pass over to the next school and we have to grade them. So there will be a lot going on after the summer holidays, a lot of big stuff. So I just didn't see me do a sewing class. I'm sorry if I'm talking very long now about stuff which is not connected to knitting, but it's explaining why I did not knit too much. Yeah. So this apartment will be a mess starting from the summer holidays. That's why I'm showing it to you now a little bit, except the kitchen and the bathroom, which is nothing special. I hope you enjoy it. And now, first of all, let's go to my almost finished object now. It's my spring jumper, and as you can see, I am almost, well, left, right, difficult. I have not much, I have around maybe 10 centimeters, not even. I think it's less. I think it's about 8 centimeters to knit here on the second sleeve, and then do the pink bind off, and it will be finished. So here's the first sleeve. I decided, after the poll I did on Instagram, I decided to do 4 rows of garter stitch, just because it lies more flat, because it's a 3/4 sleeve. It will stop in the middle of my arm when I lean on it. I think the I-cord bind off, which is much more rounded, might be a bit annoying, and this one is nice and flat towards my arm. So I decided to do that. And what was the second question? Oh yeah, the color. Should I do it in green or in pink? But it's kind of perfect with this darker pink wool here, the silk wool, because I just have just enough to make the other side, and then I used every scrap of it, which is nice. And I might have enough of the green, but I'm always liking to keep a little bit of the yarn I needed something with, in case I need to patch something up. Maybe I rip it at some point, or it gets thinner, or something is loosening up, and I like to have it. So it's not blocked yet. That's why it looks as it is, and it rolls. But I really love the bottom part with this color work. It just turned out even better than I imagined. And here I did a green I-cord bind off. And I might even change that into 4 rows of garter stitch after I blocked it. I want to see how it falls. If it's still rolling up after I blocked it, I will change it, go back in and do a 4 rounds of garter stitch bind off. So I put the needles around the bottom part so it doesn't roll up at the moment. So you can see this flower pattern, which is in real life actually much more contrasted. Yes, now that's better. So I really love this, but I had to change my plans a bit. I intended to use 1 strand like of my wool of the Ginger Twist Studio merino-silk in the color Factory Girls, and my 2 colors here, which was the silk, the pure silk, the darker red, and the Fibre Fox, the Fibre Fox sock yarn, the light rose one. I can't remember now. But I realized in the first round, and actually you can see that if I show it to you very close up. You can see it kind of here, that it's not really working out. Can you see here, this little bit here, how it peeks through? The red and the two reds were just thicker than the other one, of course, because in single they were a bit thinner than this fingering weight. It's kind of a different fingering weight. This one was a bit thicker, and the other two held separately are thinner than this one. But together, of course, they are thicker. So I had to get in with another wool. Luckily, I found the Fibre Fox sock yarn. I ordered one with the set of 4 balls I ordered from the last year's Advent, I think it was. I can't remember what the color is by the life of me, but look at the match. The dark parts of this one are exactly the same as this one. This is kind of I'm so lucky. Like, this is impossible to find, and I hold them together too. So it's a bit calmer here, the green. Then you see the variegation here is a bit more than here, which is fine because it's the background. I don't mind it being less busy. So, but it's nice dark green tone I love so much. And you still have the light speckles coming up now and then, like here. So I really love how this turned out. It's not a bam color work, it's a bit more subtle, but I really love how this looks. Like, this is a gorgeous piece. And it took me quite a long while to knit that. It's fingering weight, one, so it takes a lot longer. Second, I didn't have much time to knit it, as I said before. And third, and to kind of figure it all out, it's kind of a made-up pattern by me. Yeah, it just takes time. So the only thing I did, I took the amount of stitches to cast on the neckline from the Tolsta tee by the Crea Bea, and the rest I just went for it. I just improvised. I did a 2-stitch raglan line, and I increased, make one left, make one right, totally normal. I just picked up the stitches, kind of tried it on several times and looked how much do I need to decrease. I knitted as long as I wanted it, and I did the color work. And the funniest part is, when I did my first round of color work, in the first round, after the middle of the round, I was like, shoot, I forgot to count the stitches to see if the pattern actually fits to the amount of stitches I have on my needles. I was like, I just forgot. I just started the color work as if it was in a pattern, and I was sure I had enough stitches. And it fitted to the last stitch. I didn't have to cheat. I still can't believe how that could ever work out, but it did. So I was just so damn lucky. But I love how this looks, and I love the green ending. I first wanted to end in pink, but then I realized I do not have enough of the yarn, because the dark red is, the darker berry part is, let's see, we have a bit of a mess here. We have a big mess. So this is the Fibre Fox yarn, which I'm not recalling how it's called, and this is a silk yarn I had in stash, and for really some years now, and this is the rest of it, like this much. So it's enough, I weighed it, it's enough to make the sleeve, and then I have none left, I guess, or just this little bit which I cut off. The first sleeve, when I bound it off, it kind of gaped a lot, and I didn't like it because it's quite a short 3/4 sleeves. They kind of go like to here, like just after my elbow, which is a nice length, I think, but it kind of gaped a lot and it wasn't nice. So I went back in, redid the whole thing, and kind of cut off this much length because I decreased some more stitches. And this will be kind of my repair bundle, I guess, for if something happens in the red color. If not, if I really need it and I do not have enough, I of course will use that too. It will be a close one to do the second sleeve. I'm very keen to finish this one this weekend, and so that when this podcast airs, hopefully on Sunday, I can also kind of, maybe put the picture of that one at the same time on Instagram or something, so you might see the finished object already being kind of finished. I love it. I love how it feels. It's like, it's so soft and not itchy at all. Also this part here, as it is rolling out, this is also very nice. It's kind of, I love this wool, and with an I-cord it kind of rolls out a bit. So I don't, if this would be a little bit of an itch factor, I don't know about the sock yarn. Like, no, it's not that soft. The silk, of course, no problem. So it does not, it's a quite a good shaped collar line, neckline. So yeah, I love that. And I think it will be fantastic to wear. And I was like, oh no, I had a moment where I didn't want to knit on it because I was like, oh, now summer is coming, it's getting 30 degrees. I can't wear it anyways. But some came for 1 or 2 days and it went back again where it came from, because we have at the moment 5 degrees in the morning, 15 degrees in the afternoon, and it's raining all the time. It is terrible. I hate it. I really hate that weather. It's a long time since we had that cold and rainy of a summer, and I hope it turns, because we are not departing in summer. I want a bit of sun, please. Yeah, a bit of warmth. Yeah. Always the weather. But it's a big thing. It's a big thing, the weather. It affects us all. So I'm very happy with this. Love how it turned out, love how it looks. And it will be a wonderful spring and early autumn piece. And it will always be the thing I knitted during buying a house. So it will always have a special place in my heart. I did not continue knitting on the shawl since the last time, the Foliosa's shawl. I did not start something new. I wanted to start something, but I guess that it would not be a good idea to start another thing if I'm struggling that much to finish this one. And I actually never struggled so much to finish something. I realized I can't force myself to knit. It should be a hobby. It should be something that I like doing, that is fun doing. And it's not fun when I have to force myself. And I will definitely not force myself to knit something because of a podcast episode. So that's why I decided to make some other stuff. Like last time Knit and Chat, the last time before, I did the garden tour of my other garden, which I will keep. By the way, the parsnips and the carrots did not sprout. Also the second time they did not. Now, as I said, I will take a little summer break, digital social media detox break. I will look into the YouTube channel and kind of answer the questions and everything, or comment on your comments and like them, because I like doing that. It's not a stress for me. And I will start a digital detox in 2 weeks' time. So when we start our holidays on 1st of July, so when this video airs, I'm still online for some weeks. I will post about my new finished object as soon as it's finished. And yeah, we will see us somewhere in the end of July, I guess. I might take 5 weeks. I'm not sure yet. I just need time. I need time to rest. I need time to bring my brain back to a normal state of mind, as much as my brain is ever working normally, but okay. And yeah, I hope you're fine with that. I'm wishing you a hopefully very nice, warm, and wonderful summertime. We will see us in the summer with another podcast episode, somewhere middle to end July. If you want to contact me, you can do that, except for my digital detox weeks, over Ravelry and on Instagram. On Ravelry, I am Eillets, and on Instagram, I am knitting_Eillets. So if you want to contact me and chat or whatever, just feel free to do so. And now I'll not see you again. You'll not see me again, but you'll see my apartment and hear my voice while seeing my apartment tour. I hope you have fun. See you. Bye. So when you enter our apartment, here's the entrance, kind of, with my big wardrobe, which does not fit on the phone camera. Just my big wardrobe. Behind me is the bathroom, and here is kind of the entrance with the shoe space, jacket space, and then you go into the right, you kind of enter the apartment. So here we have our bedroom, which I kind of designed, let's say. So yeah, we have this IKEA set. We had it for almost 10 years now, and I'm a bit tired of it, but they're still working and fine, so everything's great. And we'll keep it, and at some point we will have a new stuff. I painted this wall because it's such a long room. I painted it in a latte macchiato thing. And here is the wallpaper. And yeah, it's a peel and stick wallpaper, so I can just take it off when we move out. And I love the color combination, I love it. And by the way, these candles in there are with a remote, so it's not a real candle. I love these artworks. We found those two we found in the Toscana, and the one to the left and right we found in Scotland. So yeah, that's our bedroom. So when we go back out from the bedroom, here we have kitchen and dining room here, which I will leave out as they are a mess. And yeah, it's a dining room. It's a dining table in a kitchen, so it's nothing very special. Another messy room is the DIY working space. It's quite small. It's only about 2.5 meters wide and about 5 meters long, so it's about 10 square meters, not too big. And it hosts a lot of things, and you can see here that I don't have space for everything, from sewing to bookbinding stuff, so I'm really looking forward to have more space there. Behind the door are some storage units, like a Kallax, nothing special. This is a mess too at the moment, my table, because I am planning our new apartment. No, not apartment, our house. I'm kind of drawing the rooms and cut out the furnitures, and yeah, nice little deco, which is actually second-hand, the little wood thing. And this is for our living room. So you see here on the floor is the yoga mat. It's this very tight yoga space. I have actually two mats, the red one and the white one, over each other. I have some spiky mats there. and I am really looking forward to have a kind of a room, guest room, where there will be a guest bed and room to make yoga. Couch lamp. I love these curtains. Yeah. Here's my Snaky's home, which I'm not sure if she's actually making it into the new house, because I'm always wondering if she's still alive every day. But yeah, bookshelves with some of my handmade books up here. Little decor, picture from Glastonbury, which I love it. My old sewing machine, and yeah, nice little couch. It's actually an IKEA couch, and I love to put a lot of cushions on it. And this is IKEA. This is IKEA. This is Maison du Monde. So we have a lot of, and I never really got to style this wall here, so it's kind of a mess. And as you've seen, I've just been sitting on it, so it's not actually staged, it's just like it is. And I have my knitting here, my laptop, of course TV. So yeah, that is the little apartment tour actually.